Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and I include myself as well because I have been gone for quite a while, and I'm sure you guys have been wondering, where have I been? Well, I've been on vacation, a long awaited vacation. I've been wanting to go to Palm Springs, California for quite a while to visit my friend, and so I did. And I was there for about a week, and then I took a week off before that to do things here at the house, sort of a staycation. I also got on a little detox intermittent fasting program. As you guys can see, I've lost so much weight and I'm so happy. I couldn't go to Palm Springs to be in pools, you know, with the weight that I had gained, so it motivated me enough to do some cleanup to my body, to detox and to lose some weight, much needed. So it's been quite a ride the past, I would say 2.5, 3 weeks. So I am back and I am so happy to be back. I miss you guys. I missed my channel. I missed everything, but I will be honest. I put the camera down and I relaxed it for a while. I really needed some me time. This time I didn't do anything in Palm Springs as a video, but I did take a lot of pictures. So if you guys are interested, in the very end of this video, I will do sort of like a photo journal. Some of you that know, I am a photographer by trade, and I did some really nice fine art photography in the desert, so I would love to share that with you guys at the very end. Plus, I want to give you a fish room update because there's some new things in there and I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Now, if you guys follow me on social media, you might have seen already what it is, but either way, I will show you right now how it looks. But before I do that, let's go look at some blooms. All right, guys, I want to start here because it was raining so hard this morning. I was going to start this video this morning, but it just was pouring really hard, which is great. I didn't have to water my plants out here. It's only inside the greenhouse. But I want to show you how beautiful the day has turned out. It really has turned out gorgeous. So you know what? I'm going to start with the hanging orchids because I always leave them for last. And I don't know why I do that. But anyway, let's just admire this beauty from Moats. Now, I have been planting vandas from Moats throughout the yard on my trees, and it is showing to be a very successful thing. Let me put on the light. There we go. I'll give you a little more detail. But anyway, I want to start showing how they bloom because a lot of people ask me, how do you grow your orchids on trees? And honestly, I just put them in there and I let them grow. I don't do much to them. I wanted to do this because I want to see how well the orchids do without major care. Just literally putting them on the tree and letting them do what they do. And look how gorgeous. Now, we have had a little bit, there's a fly visiting. I hope you're eating thrips. We've had a little problem with thrips here. And when I mean little, I'm being very, very decent about it because it was bad. And some of the flowers, if you look, this one's not so bad, but you know, you can see sort of damage from thrips. So the one thing I do is spray the buds. You know, that I do, because that's one thing that if you don't do, you're not going to get any flowers. Now this one, let me see what the name of this beauty is. Yeah, I'm going to give you Moats information in case you want to reach out to them. They always have some really beautiful stuff there. And they do some great shows. Hold on, I don't want to break this. So this is a Josephine Vanbrero cross with a Vanda Blitz head, I believe. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Blitz head. And it's such a beautiful pink. Really pretty. Super, super nice Vanda. So I wanna eventually just fill all these trees here. Sorry about that. I want to fill all these trees with vandas. Well, this one not, because this one has my arachnus, which I do have to clean, guys. It is the rainy season. So when it's rainy season around my trees, it gets really, really bad. And since I haven't been here, this could happen like in 2 weeks, it gets like this. You can clean it up and in 2 weeks it's right back to where it was. This is an arachnus orchid. Now, it has bloomed before in multiple inflorescence. It is now, the sun has shifted that way. So normally the sun will be hitting from here right towards it. And I do have to trim the tree a little bit so that way it gets enough sun. But these orchids, they do require a lot of sun to bloom. And it's a very unique flower compared to other orchid flowers. And the name Arachnus is because it kind of looks like a spider, even though it doesn't have 8 petals, but, or yeah, 8 petals that represent the 8 legs, but it is categorized as Arachnus. Now let's see, it is so humid, guys, today. Whew. I'm gonna see how I can get through this. It is 12 midday, so it's at its highest. I wanna stop by here because I wanna show you my monkey tail. Look what it's giving me. So when I'm done with this video and I start editing, if this flower is open by then, I will insert it. But this is my monkey tail cactus that I got from Camila's garden over at the Rare Plant Show. And see, it has 2 more. It already bloomed for me, 1 flower, but I was in Palm Springs. And unfortunately, I missed it. Now, this was a surprise. This is what we call the Cher's Dream. Now, we finally got the name of this flower. David got it because he entered one of his massive specimens at the Flamingo Gardens in Miami, or I'm sorry, Flamingo Gardens, I think it's Davie. And it's a beautiful, beautiful garden. It's been there for many, many years. And they had an AOS award show. And they finally were able to get him the name. But it's a beautiful, beautiful dendrobium. It has great style and color. I love the ombre effect on the petals, where it goes from pink to white. Very, very delicate. But it's a surprise because I didn't know this was a Cher's Dream. I thought it was something else. Because it did, right here, this one bloomed, and it has nothing to do with Cher's Dream. It was this cute little pink dendrobium that smelled like raspberry. Now this, which I think it's a mini anosmia. This, you guys always comment about this flower and this orchid. I've had this for a very, very long time. This poor orchid has been through the ringer, but finally when I put it here, it really established itself so well that it started growing its roots on the wall. And I'm leaving it there because, you know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it. It always gives me a beautiful cluster of flowers. And this is what we call, this is my own tagging here, the rustic spots. I'm sorry, the rustic spots with a Kelly-Leia. And it starts off as a very deep red, and it transitioned into this gorgeous pumpkin color. Look how pretty that is. And it's funny, when I first got this orchid, I thought that because it was switching colors, that it had a virus. Because sometimes viruses, they show like this weird shape of coloring in the petals, but it's not. It sheds the red and becomes pumpkin. Very, very beautiful, beautiful orchid. And I'm always so happy to share it with you guys. Whew, the sun's coming out and I'm feeling the heat. All right, this is my greenhouse for you guys who are just tuning in for the first time. This is where I keep most of my orchids and my aroids. As you guys can see, it's pretty packed in here. When my partner first finished the other half, it looked like a museum. It looked like a gallery. Every orchid was displayed beautifully, but in less than 6 months, this place got so crowded. And then the other thing is that orchids grow, and when you learn to grow them, they grow fast. So they start taking space, like this incredibly big Vanda right here. Look at this. This is monstrous. And I had to move it here because he was all the way over there. This is my Golden the Bloom from Banyang. And it's not blooming right now, but my God, is this a big Vanda. It has given me some beautiful blooms. You see the dried spikes over there. Beautiful, beautiful blooms and great fragrance too. Now up here, and by the way, most of these blooms, I discovered them today watering because like I said, I haven't been here. Look at that color, how beautiful that is. Let's see if I can get a better angle here. The light is on. This is what they call the Vasco Pine River Bangkok Sunset Yellow. Here, let me get the tag. There we go. And it's just why did I bring it down? Why am I making myself work so hard? Here we go. That's better. You get more sharpness and more color. So this is a very beautiful Vanda. It has a great fragrance. Let me see. Yes, it smells so good. Very sweet. And it gave me 2 gorgeous spikes. This one's still opening up. And I am very, very blessed and surprised that without me being here, the thrips didn't get to this. I did spray before I left some insecticide. I did the, oh my God, what's the name of that insecticide now? It's not the one that is so Permatrol, there it is. Permatrol insecticide. It smells a little bit like gasoline, but it's not as harsh on the environment the way that other ones are. And it's safe for cats and pets that are around, you know, not safe that, you know, you can spray it on them, but safe, not like orthine that's gonna really, it could kill your animals. If it falls in water or anything like that and they drink, chances are it could harm them. So anyway, these are my mini Vandas. Now, do you guys remember this sculpture that I made with my tamarind wood and this gorgeous base? Well, I moved it in here because of the shade house. Because when it was getting hard sun, these poor leaves suffered. Look at this. I didn't realize that it did not like the sun at all. And this one, which is a, oh my God, I forgot the name of that. But anyway, it turned red. The leaves were like blood red. And now that I put it in here, look how nice. It's going back to green. So anyway, I brought them in here and look, they started blooming for me again. Isn't that adorable? These are all from Smith. I don't think hold on, let me see. Because I did keep the tags on these, but guys, you know what happens? Tags mysteriously fly off. Every day I find tags all over the place. I don't know how it happens. I guess it's the wind, and then I have to find what it belongs. Oh, here we go. By the most part, see, that's a very long name. That's why, hold on. Classic Orange Gem. In case you guys want to purchase this at Smith, they do have a lot of these minis. I don't want to put this, you know, because when I'm videotaping, I say, oh, I'll come back and put it in there properly, and then I forget, and then that's how they get lost. Now, this one is also from Smith. Look how cute that is. It's a Neo-Phoenicia cross, I believe. Just an adorable, adorable little mini Vanda. The color is really, really nice. It's like that cherry red. And it has a simple name, Vanda Kaori. So if you guys are interested in mini Vandas, give Smith a call because they do have beautiful, beautiful mini Vandas. Now down here, look at what we got here. We have a party of dendrobium flowers. And this has been blooming for the past, I would say, month or so. And these flowers do not look one bit affected. This is what they call the samurai Stratodes crossed with Antenianum. Here we go. I'd rather show you the tags because then I have to edit it. But this is one of my favorite dendrobiums, and I'll tell you why. Number 1, it has fragrance. Number 2, look at those petals. It's so unique. Number 3, color combination. Love pink and pistachio. That's such a great combination. Number 4, gives you multiple inflorescence. Number 5, constantly shooting new growth in canes. Number 6, easy to keep. You can place this anywhere and it loves it. This plant has been everywhere in this property, and it does well. This is where it's done the best, so I'm keeping it here in the shade house. But this is what I call a no-brainer dendrobium. If you guys don't have this, I highly suggest you get one. It's a very rewarding orchid, and it's very kind. Now, I will tell you this. I've noticed in some of my orchids coming back, I'm seeing a lot of these spots. Somebody told me it could be thrips. It's not a virus. I've checked it. So if you guys know what's causing this, somebody else told me it's a deficiency of what is it? Sodium, I think, potassium. So I'm gonna feed it potassium this weekend to see if that helps. And we'll take it from there. I'll keep you guys posted. Now up here, another fan favorite. This is what I call the burgundy spotted vanda, because when I bought it, it had no tag. But it is a very generous vanda, constantly giving blooms. Has those little freckles that I go crazy for. So pretty. And it has a delicate color. You know, I keep clicking because it looks like the light is not on, but then when I turn it off, I can tell. So it's a very, very beautiful flower. Now, here's my tag. I really don't have a name for it. So that's what I did. And then right next to it, she surprised me. My tenebrosa. Now she is starting to fade out. Just in the beginnings of her fade out. But look at her, she's so cute. I bought her a while back. I can't remember the name of the guy. Somebody's gonna remind me on the channel. He's Brazilian, very tall gentleman, very nice. He's always at the Tamiami shows. But anyway, I bought this really tiny from him, I think for 20 bucks or 15 bucks. That's the name, Laelia tenebrosa. And guys, I can smell it from here. This has such an amazing fragrance. And she's still a baby. When she gets really big, those flowers are gonna get double the size. What a beauty. I had to put her here because I was fixing around here this morning and trying to separate the things that were in bloom so I can show you guys, because she was way in the back. And it wasn't until I was watering that I was like, ah, look at you gave me a flower. I get so happy when they do this, because you know, one works so hard to keep them alive and to feed them and do all this and that to your orchids. And then to see them, you know, degrade is very heartbreaking. But when they do this and give you flowers. Now, this is one of my biggest vandas, a little bit smaller than the golden to bloom. But as you guys can see, it's all that. And it gave me this gorgeous bloom. Now, this is called a Ben's Fantasy. So a Vanda Ben's Fantasy. It does have a good fragrance. Let me see. Yeah, it smells like candy. I love Banyang orchids. Now, I will be paying Ben a visit very soon. I was over there the other day. He's got incredible stuff. So I told him, listen, I want to come by in July and do a little video here. And in July, I have a little surprise that I am not allowed to talk about yet, because I will spoil it. But stay tuned, because mid-July you guys are going to see some amazing. Hey buddy, look at my little girl. I'm videotaping, come on down. This is Savannah. She's so big. If you guys have been following me for a while, you've seen Savannah as a kitten. And that's her little condo up there. She goes up there. She pushed Bruce out, and now that's hers. Women power. She pushed the guy out and says, you go take the streets, I'll have the condo. Right, mama? Right? She's such a sweetheart. But anyways, mid-July, I have something very juicy for you guys. Now look at this. This is the second time this Cattleya gives me flowers. Now I got this from Sierra Madre about 2 years ago. And I put her on this mount because she was kind of not doing too well. I'm sorry that I'm all over the place with this. Here's her name. And I put her in the rehabilitation corner, which is that over there. She attached to this piece of wood beautifully, and she's now giving me these gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. Look at that Cattleya. What a pretty, pretty flower. Cattleyas are just gorgeous flowers. Now, do you guys remember these plants that were given to me by Maria, the lady who I paid a home visit to? They dried out during the cold weather. I mean, completely. Thank God I didn't throw anything away. Look, they're all coming back. So I guess in the winter they go dormant, and then starting the summer, they become, look at that. I can't believe this grew like this. It was completely dry. It was like this, look, like this. And it just shot all that. So if you got these kind of plants, which I can't remember the name right now, don't throw them out in the winter. They will come back. Now, let me get on this chair because this makes me very excited. This is showtime. This is one of the most beautiful flowers, guys. I got this from Waldorf about a year ago. I think about a year ago. And this baby always rewards me with blooms. It is such a beautiful flower. Now, it does last a long time, and it does produce a lot of flowers, as you can see. It's got another spike right there. So once it gets really floriferous, I will show you guys on the next What's in Bloom, because I think it'll take about 2 weeks for well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe by the time I edit this, it'll all be open and I can share it with you. But look how pretty. Very pretty, pretty flower. I wish it would have fragrance, but it does not. And of course, you guys remember that this was the throne for my green flash. But I feel that this is better here because of the long spike. Now, speaking of the green flash, I'll take you to the green flash right now. I don't know if you guys recall when I entered her in the judging, and it was 3-4 days outside in a tent, and apparently it didn't do well. Well, I repotted her in this awesome pot. This is from OFE's. Guys, this is possibly the best arid pot I've bought, because look at the holes, how thin they are, but there's so many and it doesn't spill the medium. So I was like, oh, my little girl needs this pot. As soon as I put her here, look at how many spikes it's giving me. She is back, guys. My queen is back. She had lost all her leaves. She wasn't growing any shoots, and look, brand new shoots all over the place, new spikes everywhere. Let me see if I can. This is gonna be tough because I want you guys to really see her. I'm sorry, Mama, that I'm moving you from your spot. Hold on, because you guys got to see how she's developed. Look at that. She is back with a vengeance, with so many buds, so many leaves coming out, so many new shoots. Like, everything is on steroids. Look at this. So my little girl's back. My queen is back. So for now, you know what? I could actually put, no, I shouldn't put it there because it's not gonna hold well. Let me see. This might hold there. Ooh, that was hard with one hand. She's very heavy. So there she is, guys. There's my girl. Now I do need to, you know, kind of like fix her up a little bit, because I've been just growing her, feeding her, trying to keep her in good care. And she responded very well. So this is my green flash dendrobium, one of my oldest ones. So if you guys get a chance to order these from OFE's, they're really good for your dendrobiums because they dry out pretty quick. Dendrobiums don't like to sit in water too much. They're not crazy about all that water, by the way. Now look over here. Look at this gorgeous spike. Now this one, that's the name. It's very special to me for many reasons. Number one, is from Cuba, and I love collecting orchids from Cuba. It has an amazing fragrance, really nice fragrance. It usually gives me 2 to 3 spikes, very long spikes like this. And look at how pretty it's established itself. Sorry, I had to fix my phone there. It's about to fall. Look at the establishment of this orchid. And that beautiful little bee pot that I have there with little bees came from Natalia, from Just One More Orchid. And she was the one that encouraged me to buy this from Brethren's the day that I bought this dish from her at a fair. And she says, you know what would look great on that? And then she took me to Brethren's. She goes, you should get this since you collect orchids from Cuba. And she did not sway me wrong. Look how gorgeous. How many buttons. Really adorable flower. Now it stays sort of in that shape. It's like a little trumpet. I call it a little trumpet because it looks like a little trumpet. But it's just a gorgeous little orchid. Now let me see. I'm here trying to show you everything because I know I always miss 2 or 3. Oh, here we go. Spotted charm just started opening. Now guys, tell me, how perfect does this pot go with that flower? Is that not beautiful? When I was over at the Tamiami rare plant show, I got this from my good friend Vicky from Vicky's Orchids, and right across from her was Orchids 365, and she had this on display. And I told her, can I put my orchid, can I leave my orchid here while I shop? And she's like, sure, you can leave it right there. And I go, you know what? I'm going to put it in this pot that you have on display. And when I put it in there, I'm like, oh, Roxy, I think I'm going to take this pot. I go, it's too perfect for the flower. So look, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. So if you guys want to purchase any of these, she makes them in all different colors. It's Orchids 365. You can go on her website. Very simple. Orchids, www.orchids365.com. And you can order these from her, or you could just see her at the show. She's in a lot of shows in Miami. What, Papa? She's trying to get my attention when I don't pay attention to her. I know. Come down. Look at her. Come down from your condo. Now check this gorgeousness out. Is this not the most incredible pattern you've ever seen? Now I got this from my good friend Pam. Here's a name. This is kind of rubbed out, but you can kind of see the name there. And I believe this is the first time it blooms for me. Hold on, let me move this around. Look at this, how gorgeous. It's just starting to open. I'm telling you, when I came here today to water, it's funny because I did all the watering, and then right after I finished watering inside the greenhouse, it started pouring rain. So I didn't have to water anything on the outside, but I did have to water in here. And I started discovering these flowers, and when I saw this, I'm like, oh my God, this is like a kaleidoscope of patterns. It's just really, really beautiful. So I'm super, super happy I own this. I didn't even remember I owned this, to tell you the truth. When I saw it, I'm like, when did I get this? So I believe I got this from Pam. I'm almost 100% positive. If I didn't get it from Pam, then I probably got it from Carl Smith, because I know they sell these too. So I got it from one of those two. I'm sorry guys if you're watching, I can't remember who I got it from. I get so many from you guys that I start mixing where I got it, where I bought it. All right, let me see here. I don't have much in bloom. Oh wait, let's go right here. I almost passed you, you beauty here. I gotta get back on the chair. Guys, you have no idea how stuffy it is in here, but I love it. I feel like I'm in an orchid jungle. Now this comes also from Mr. Ben. Now this is the season for Ben's Vandas to bloom. So you're gonna start seeing a lot in the next What's in Bloom, a lot of Ben Young orchids. But you know what, guys? His orchids, number one, they're just so strong. Why am I counting today? What is it with this number one, number two? I just caught myself. Sorry about that. I don't know, maybe because I was talking about an androbium and it got stuck in my head. So anyway, let's go back. So A, it smells good. B, it's a strong orchid. No, I'm kidding. All of Ben Young's orchids are really, really strong. They're very good orchids. They last forever. A lot of my Vandas here come from him. And the sizes of these orchids is just crazy, and they grow really fast. This smells incredible. This is what he calls, I think, the Ben fragrance, no, this is the one that's, yep, Ben fragrance. I don't know if you can see it there. So it's a Vanda Ben fragrance, and fragrant it is. My God, that smell is so good. Ooh, it's so strong. It's like Fruit Loops. It is such a strong smell. I would bottle that and wear it all day. All right, let's come right back down. Let me see what else we got. Well, this is still blooming. Remember this, guys? From the last What's in Bloom about a month ago? Well, it's still blooming. So you can see how long these blooms last. Now this came from my other friends, and I keep saying my friends because they are all my friends. You know, after 4 years of doing this channel, I've become bonded with the orchid family, and they really are all my friends. They're wonderful people. And this comes from Backyard Blooms. And she convinced me to take this one, I believe. And I took it, and my God, is it gorgeous. All right. Let me see anything else, Nelson, in here. I don't think I have anything else. Now, it is the summer, so... I mean, summer always... It's not as floriferous as spring. Here's my... I forgot what they call these, but it's that star flower that smells like rotten corpse, so it could be pollinated. And by the way, I haven't talked about my bonsai. This was sent to me by the Orchid Supply store. Ken, the owner, sent me this as a gift. And look, Ken, if you're watching, she is doing so well. She loves it here. So I keep her here. For you guys that have juniper bonsais, they're very difficult to keep. They dry out very easy. Most people, when they buy them, it dies on them. It's just a very difficult bonsai to keep. So for me, I've always killed them. But this one, I said, you know what? Now that I have a shade house, let me keep it away from the sun in the shade house in this humidity, and it loves it. I do water it every other day, and it's doing very well. So she is not always about blooms. My blue twist. Wait, let me pull away. I always forget to take away the close up. You made it, Mama. You made it down here. What are you doing? What are you doing? She's such a spoiled. I know you made it here. What's going on? Say hi to the viewers. Say hi to the viewers. How you doing? You had a hard day up there? She is a firecracker. She hunts everything in this yard. Anyways, this is a blue twist. I got this from Josh from the Orchid Den. Oh, we're gonna start with a focusing situation. All right, Dendrobium blue twist, guys. Very simple name. I don't need to get it focused. This one gives me a lot of blooms year round. I really like this Dendrobium. It's one of my top favorite blooms. So thank you so much, Mr. Josh, for having it the day that I bought it. Now let me see, anything else out here? Let's look at the Hoyas. You know, the Hoyas are doing amazing. Look at this. Look at this publicalyx. I really love Hoyas. Look at all this. They are doing wonderfully. Now, I did learn that Hoyas in the summer, you must water every day. It gets too hot and they dry out, so they do need some water. I try to do it, if not every day, every other day, and I truly drench them. I keep them. This one is, they've gotten so big, I don't see the tags anymore. Oh my God, I'm sorry guys, I don't have the tag to that. Here's another peduncle. But yes, my Hoyas, these are already on their way out. Okay. So I take those out. Can you believe that the old flowers were still there and the new flowers are coming through? That's just crazy. That shows you how healthy these Hoyas are. That the old peduncles are still blooming while the new flowers are coming through. First time I see that. This was a gift from my friend Mercedes. Mira Mercedes, que linda está el carry que me regalaste. Mercedes gave me this. Now, if you guys haven't seen any of my home visits to Mercedes, they are amazing. They are probably one of the top most viewed videos. And every time I go, she loves to give me things to bring back home. So, ya me dio flor Mercedes. She does not speak English, so I'm saying in Spanish that it just gave me blooms. Mama, I have to finish this video. I cannot pay attention to you right now. Oh, is she needy? Here's another. Look at this, how pretty. About to open. So yes, this has been an amazing season of Hoyas. If you guys don't own a Hoya, you must at least get one. It is a very rewarding plant. It is beautiful. The flowers, the flowers on this one smell like a bundle of fresh cut roses. Like if you were to take a dozen roses and just put them in a vase, this is what this smells like. It's a very, very beautiful fragrance. And it does give a lot of flowers. This one is the lacunosa. And the lacunosa is one of the ones that really, really busts out, as you can see, with peduncles and blooms all over. It's like a vine type of and this is their sweet spot. It's not the prettiest of spots, you know, because this is an old shed, old shade house, but hey, if it works, it works. Now look at this one. I got this one at Redland. Love this little flower. I paid like, I think $25 for this Hoya, and it was like 2 leaves. It was 2 leaves in a Dixie cup. And look how much has grown. She's doing really good. Now this one, this is what they considered the more higher end Hoyas. Hoya occultata. It's not the ones that you would find normally, like let's say Home Depot. Look, another peduncle here. You have to go to the shows to find that particular type of Hoya. But the rest that I showed you can find those in a lot of nurseries. Like these, you can find in a lot of nurseries. I love these because of the leaves. This is the macrophylla. I always think it sounds like a disease. Oh, she suffers from macrophylla. And then look at that Hoya up there. Is that not a monster? Hold on, let me see if this side, you can see it better, because with the branches on the back, it kind of gets a little bit lost. There you go. It's like an octopus, and it releases these gorgeous cranberry and yellow. Oh, I'm out of practice. It's only been 2 weeks, Nelson. So anyways, it gives these little flowers, and they smell like sweet candy. It's like a sweet floral candy fragrance. So I hung it here because it gives the peduncles are all on the bottom, see? And so I figured it's such a long Hoya, it would look good just hanging from my light system. And then as we walk under here, we can just take it, smell it, and enjoy the fragrance. Now, like I said, I am going to keep putting honohonos here, which are, honohonos is a Hawaiian name for anosmum dendrobiums. But they seem to like this spot. And what I like about this spot is that when you walk through the passage, it's just full on fragrance when they're in bloom. Now, my variegated elephant ear, look, I got more. This is the first one I got here, but these I bought a while ago and they died on me. Now, when you buy any aroid, guys, if it dies, do not throw it out. It could be dormant. It'll come right back up. This lost everything. So what I did was I left them there, kept watering them, and now in the rainy season, boom, it just came right back up. It actually looks better than when I bought it. So the idea is to fill this whole spot here with these variegated elephant ears, since I have more variegated pothos climbing up. My gingers are blooming. Look how pretty they look. Now these gingers, again, I bought them at the flea market and I love the color. And when the summer was over and winter came in, everything died off. The leaves, everything. And I got so upset. I was so sad. This is a baby. This one, this one's a baby of that one. Now, what I did was I got mad, and you see that spot over there? That's where I throw like whatever dies. I just throw it in there. And lo and behold, the following year, I saw this. growing out. So every year, this ginger dies off and it comes back bigger and with more gingers. This is so much bigger than when I bought it. So what I did was I put them in pots and I have them here. And so when they're in bloom, I bring them out and I enjoy them. And when they die off, I put them away. I put them back here. And they seem to like this little humid spot here. I put them, see how it's empty? Almost fell. So I put them there when they're not, when they're dormant. These are all my vanilla vines that were gifted to me from Maria. Maria, Maria, me regalaste todo esto y mira cómo están. They did bloom this year. My Queen of the Night also bloomed, but I didn't get to see it last night, unfortunately. They're already closing up. Oh wait, I gotta show something. It's very quick, guys. I mean, it's only 39 minutes in, so we still got a little time. Because last time I was showing stuff, I had shown you guys a gift. It was a plant. It's not a big deal. It's just that it's doing so well here and it was giving me flowers, but I don't know when I left on vacation. Oh yeah, it still has some flowers. It's from Mercedes. Mercedes, ¿reconoces esta planta? Tú me la regalaste. Look, como tiene flores. It has all those flowers. She loves it in here. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant. Mercedes gave it to me. She goes, I can't keep this here. I have no more space. And so it was not doing well for me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take it out of the corner I had it and put it in the shade house and put it in a different pot. And look at that. What a beautiful plant. Just wanted to share that because, you know, I work so much with orchids and I show so much orchids, but I hardly ever show you my successes in my other plants. I get to focus on the orchids. All right, so now, oh, and look at this. Somebody asked me the name of this. You know, I don't have the name of this specific cactus. I bought this none other than Home Depot. And it is a, hold on. Woo. See, that's what it says there. It doesn't really give you a name. So I'm sorry, guys, that whoever asked me, it was a gentleman or, I don't know if it's a gentleman or lady who asked me, but it is ready to start blooming again. It gives this beautiful trumpet looking, not trumpet, it looks more like the Queen of the Night, white flower. And it's gorgeous. But it's, since I got it at Home Depot, I think I paid like $4 or $5 for it, and it blooms constantly. This is my little cacti collection, by the way. Everything's doing beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Even my monkey tail is coming back. I was so sad that I got from S&W, but you know what? I moved it, I put it here, and look at all this new growth. So he's coming back. I did not lose it. And this one is about to start blooming again. All these are blooms. Hold on. These little things here, those are all blooms. Really, really cute. So yes, cacti blooms are just as beautiful as any other plant that blooms. Now in here, let me turn off my, I don't really have as much blooms as I normally have in here, but I do have some great ones. This is one that is a fan favorite. You guys, when you don't see it, you ask me, hey, what happened to your Joy Fairy Tale Joy? That's the name of this one. It's from, is it Joseph Wu? Oh my God, I'm drawing blanks today. Well, these are peloric. Peloric just means that the labellum, right? This is the actual labellum of the flower, or the lip, and then the petals on the upper side mimic the labellum, giving it like 3 labellums, right? So that's called peloric. So when you see that, it makes it a very special orchid because it's mutated. Now this one, look at those colors, guys. This one has been blooming since I bought it. Not the same flower, but just shooting flowers after flowers after flowers. I got this. Here you go. I got this from Wilson Orchids. Now I love Wilson orchids. I got it over at Smith at the spring sale. And it's just a gorgeous flower. See, this one's starting to open too. Sometimes I look here because they do get stuck and it's okay to help them through, but no, this one's still opening. But see, I don't really have much to show here because everything else, well, this is very pretty. Standard Phalaenopsis. Because as you know, as the summer comes in, Phalaenopsis usually start not dying back, but they kind of already bloom. So the next blooming cycle will probably be in the winter, late winter. All right, let's go to the fish room. I'm really excited about how my fish room is starting to develop. I finally finished my my 125 gallon tank that I was sharing with you guys on the last video, I believe, that I put out. And right before I left on vacation, I said I have to put some fish in here to start acclimating this aquarium, because without fish, the aquarium will not fully acclimate. And I fell in love with some beautiful fish from Neighborhood Fish Farm. Thank you guys for always giving us such beautiful, beautiful selections of fish. This is my fish room. I have about 10 orchids. Yes, I have 10 orchids, 10 aquariums now, 10, 11, if I include that little one. And here, you know, these are just tanks that I've separated. I'm setting this one up for something else. These are my specialty guppies. Let me see if I could. These are absolutely gorgeous. Look at these guys. They think they're going to eat. As soon as I get in front, they get frenzied. These are absolutely beautiful. And these are all born in here. Now, I ordered these from Indonesia, from a breeder over there who breeds very special types of guppies. And I got to tell you, when you breed fish, usually they don't all come out looking the same. You'll get some variations. But in this case, pretty much they all look the same, and I love that. That means that the strain, the bloodline, was really, really well crossed, and so you will always get the same over and over. And look at this. These are actually the females. They look like bettas, you know, like the fighting fish. Like guppies, we all know that the female never looks as pretty. They're always translucent looking. Down here, and here I have some males that I separated because I really, really like some of their patterns. I may use them for breeding. This one has more of a cherry color at the tail. I love it. Very different from the rest. But this is what I wanted to show you. Look how beautiful these fish are. These are they're called Bulgarian. Well, these are discus. These two are what they call the blue diamond discus. They're babies. They're going to grow up to be the most incredible sapphire blue. Some of them are more of a metallic powder blue, which I think these are going to be like that. And then these are angelfish. They're called Bulgarian green seal point angelfish. When they get big, their bodies get like a greenish metallic tone. Let's see if I can get while their fins stay smoky. It's just a gorgeous all-around angelfish. You could kind of see as babies already that you can kind of see the green. And what I do love is when you have fish that are this tiny already showing color, then that means that when they're adults, the color is going to be extremely intense compared to most fish. So that goes to show you that when you buy fish at credible places like Neighborhood Fish Farm, and I'm not trying to promote them or am I getting paid to? I've been going there since I was a very, very young fish collector, and their fish are at a very good quality and the prices are amazing. They're located here in Florida. So if you are in Florida and you want fish, check them out because it's a fun place to visit. It's a huge 1 acre. It's the size of my property, and imagine my entire property with huge concrete settings where they have all their fish in there. Plus they have aquariums that you can see the fish in. So they had these blue diamond. They had just put him on their site, and I went crazy because these fish are not cheap. They're pretty expensive anywhere you go, and they were selling them, I think it was 2 for $50. So great deal on the discus. Very healthy, as you can see. You want to see fins erected. You want to see clear skin color. You don't want to see them darken because that means they're stressed out. So those are pure signs of your fish being not doing well. But look at how gorgeous these are. Now I love looking through here because the water is very clear. What you're seeing, that tea color, is the tannins that's released by these driftwoods, and the tannin is actually like vitamins for the fish coat. When you have tannins in your water, most people take them out. They don't like to see, you know, that tea colored water. I don't mind. It reminds me of the Amazon, when I went to the Amazon, and all these fish are, you know, their ancestors do come from the Amazon because these are all crossed. These are all Amazonian fish. So when I saw that the tannins came out, I'm like, you know what? I don't mind. They're gonna love it. They're gonna feel safe. Their coat is gonna be shiny and clean. So let's leave the tannins there until it's all gone, because eventually the tannins do leave the tank once the wood has completely acclimated. See how I have these rock bags on here? That's to hold the wood down because it's still not completely waterboarded. It's a very big piece of wood. So it's almost there. I think another maybe 2 weeks, if that, I'll be able to take them out and then finish the landscaping, because I do want to put some rocks here and little pebbles and on that one too, just to finish it off. But it's going to be very minimalist in the sense that it won't be as loaded as this one, which I just cleaned. And if you guys remember, hold on, let me put the lights on, because without the lights the camera does not register because of the glass. Let me see if I can do this. All right. Ish. But anyways, if you guys remember, this aquarium had so many fish and so many plants, it was too much. And so I cleaned the whole thing out. I even cleaned the gravel, everything. And they were so thankful. They're doing so good. I noticed they were a little bit lazy, the fish. When you start seeing them kind of swimming lazy, there's something wrong with your water. So best thing to do is just change it. I changed 100% of the water and then some, because I was siphoning all. See, it was like this. I still have to finish the rest, but now I bring back all the sand. So sometime this week, I'm probably going to do a little more maintenance on it, but it's looking really good. And I did take a lot of the plants from here and put them there, which they seem to really like it there. Though all these plants were in that aquarium. I did not purchase one plant for this aquarium. So anyways, guys, that is the update on my fish. I'm really happy with them. And here's some little ones. These are my mini. These are mixed. They're like little mutts, but I love them. They're Dumbo ear. They call them Dumbo ear guppies, but they've been crossed so many times with themselves that their Dumbo ears are kind of going away. But they are pretty colorful fish. And these are my wild endlers. This is what a guppy actually looks like in nature. This is what you would see. But still pretty. Still a pretty fish. All right. So I think we're done here for today. Oh wait, look. I noticed this today. I'm keeping my minis here because this was dying. So I brought it here, and you know what I do? I come here, aquarium water. You're gonna get aquarium water. And that's what I do. So this plant is getting aquarium water, and tell me if it's not happy. Look what I see there. 2 beautiful spikes. What a gorgeous little plant. You know who gave me this? Suwat. So Suwat, if you're watching this, I forgot what this is called. This is not a chinoshista. I forgot the name. Anyway, Suwat from Conjaring Green gave me this as a gift last time I saw him. And look how beautiful that mini looks. And those 2 little spikes, I can't wait to see the flowers come out. So the trick to it was to use this kind of water, because this water is like pond water, right? And I'm using well water from my property, so there's no chlorine, nothing to damage the fish or the plants. That's why our crops here do so well, because we use I mean, we have so many mangoes this year, guys. It's just, they're dropping everywhere. Look at that. We've been doing mango marmalade, mango this, mango that, mango shakes, mango salads, and still there's mangoes everywhere. Look at all that, and there's mangoes. So we use here in our property, we use well water. We create our own composting with fruits and branches and leaves. We don't use any chemicals. We do use sometimes copper if we have an infestation of anything, but that does not harm the fruit or human consumption. These are my trumpet flowers. I love these. They open at night and they smell so good. There's plenty of them. All right, my friends, I think I'm going to wrap it up because it's 54 minutes into it and I am melting. I'm looking for my stand. All right, I'll see you on the flip side. All right, guys, if you're still here, that means my content was interesting enough for you guys to stick by. Even the dog is barking. He thinks it's great. Anyways, he's going to be doing this for the rest of the closing, so I'm going to do this quickly. I hope you liked what I showed you. If you liked the fish room and you like more content like that, please leave it in the comment section, because I realize that I'm a man of a lot of hobbies. I have so many hobbies and I enjoy collecting things and doing all different kinds of things, but I only share my orchids with you guys. It wasn't until recently that I started showing more of my fish collection, my porcelain collection, my record collection, my cologne collection. So anyways, if you guys want to see more of that, I'd be more than happy to share it with you. I'd share it with you without the barking, but I will share it with you. Anyways, there's some shows coming up. October, we all know it's going to be the amazing Redland show right here at the Fruit and Spice Park. I will leave that right under there, or the little, the little cutout. I don't know. They haven't sent me one, but I know it's in October. I'll put all the information. The Moats are putting this together, and it's going to be a lot of fun and great weather, because October is a lot cooler. You want to do the closing with me, Mama? She's trying to get my attention. Come here, Mama. Come here. I know you're trying to get my attention. Right, little girl? So anyway, we have that, and we have the reptile and plant show. I think it's reptile and plant, or reptile and orchid show. I will put the little advertisement there that was sent to me by my friend Gabriela from Cookie Moss. Thank you, Gabriela, for sending me that. It really helps a lot when you guys give me that information, because I'm always having to go in there and find the actual ads. Sometimes it's a little bit hard for me and I don't have the time to do that. So when you guys do that, thank you so much. You're really helping me a lot. And I want to give you guys all the information I can for the shows. So I know those 2 shows are coming up. If there's anything else that I find out, I will let you know. But until then, I am Nelson. This is Savannah, my little girl. You've been watching Nature Now, and remember to always keep it cuddly and fuzzy. And keep it green. See you next time.